seconds, and I have the whole thing. I was supposed to have 3 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
It's the JR Show from Studio 99 at the American General Media Complex. On air at News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Online at kernradio.com. Now, here is your host, JR.
Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I'm your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Kern Radio. Check us out online, kernradio.com. You can also download the Kern Radio app to your smart device. Take us on the go anywhere you head to. And we're also streaming live on YouTube. That's right. Head over to YouTube right now. Search up Kern Radio. When you find it, you're going to subscribe. You're going to hit the notification bell. And you're going to watch us every single day from the Kern Radio studios. They are powered by Adaptive Networks. Oh, the sign was on already.
Yeah, I don't think it got turned off.
It never got turned off last night. Huh? Oh, shouldn't be just you. But
sorry, the extra $2 on the electric bill.
Yeah, our bad. Adaptive Networks, call 661-241-0638, 661-241-0638. Yeah, God forbid we cost the company any money, Chris. Before we get started here, we do have a great show for you lined up today. It is a Friday, and it's the last Friday of the month, so our favorite guest, could it be more timely guest? So, oh boy, I need a whole lot of faith in my life. Madelyn and Janssen, they are with Just Mad Productions and the greatest stories ever told, a family Bible podcast. They're going to stop by. We're going to talk about their latest edition that came out. They're talking about the 10 Commandments. We'll go over those. Thou shalt not steal. That's a great one. Probably need that one a lot more today than we ever do. And then we'll get into Easter and all kinds of those sorts of things. And then your guys' questions, comments, phone calls are always welcome. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. Just a couple of quick notes. I will be gone next week a few days. Don't worry. Don't nobody flip out, get scared, be like, oh my gosh, where JR? What happened to JR? It's a scheduled vacation. My daughter's on spring break. We're going to go over to Las Vegas to visit my sisters. You guys know she's battling cancer. It's her birthday on April Fool's Day, April 1st, my sister's birthday. So we're going to get out there and visit her for a couple days and just try to relax and get out of town for a few days. So don't trip. But we do have a great, great guest host for you. The one, the only, Miss Cassie Biddle, owner, operator of KC Steakhouse. I was just in there last night having dinner with my daughter and asked her if she would be willing to fill in all 3 days. And she said, heck yeah, I'll fill in all 3 days. I said, that's great. So you'll be having Cassie Biddle. She's also a member of the Planning Commission here locally, as well as the owner of KC Steakhouse. So she knows plenty of topics to discuss here with you guys locally. Before I jump into any of today's topics, we're gonna go hard on faith today, you guys. It's Friday, and oh yeah, Chris, I need some songs. I'm sorry, I was supposed to prep you. I didn't have a lot of time today. I was in a long meeting. I'll let you know in the break though. But I want to say this before we go any further, and I don't know if I need to start every single radio show like this, just because this is the disclaimer. The things that JR says, the things that JR does on this show, and even on his own social media pages, are that of the opinions of JR and JR alone. They don't represent any other host on this program, on this station. They don't represent the owner in any kind of way, or the station as a whole. As a matter of fact, they are the opinions, ideas, thoughts of mine, JR Flores, or if you want to get government on me, Andrew Flores, Andrew Marino Flores, if you really want to go that far. Mine and mine alone. So don't anybody else worry that might be on here worried about being affiliated or associated with me. Or did JR just say that? Yeah, I did. And it's on YouTube. You can go back and listen. But I don't want anybody else that might be around here to feel like they got to distance themselves from anything that might be said on this program, because they are my thoughts, my opinion alone, nobody else's. Okay? Just so we're all squared away there. You know, that's all I'm going to say. Mine. JR show right there, right on top. My opinions, my expressions, they don't represent anybody else affiliated with this radio station, its sponsors, or its management. Okay? So we're clear. Nobody else has to come on this station and say they're not affiliated with us anymore. Just so we're all on the same page. Got it? Okay. Now, we just need a little bit of faith up in here, Chris. It is a Friday, so we're just going to get, I'm here. And that's it. We're just going to talk faith today, you guys. So if you came for anything else, I'm sorry. Not today. Not today. But you know where to find me. That's all I'll say. So how's the March Madness there, Chris? How's your bracket doing?
It took a little bit of a hit yesterday when Houston went down, but I can't complain.
Wait, say what? Wait a second. What?
Houston went down?
No way. No, wait.
Strikes again.
Wait. You mean the team that Ralph Bailey picked?
Yep.
Actually lost?
Didn't even make the lead.
No way.
Nope.
That's a crazy conspiracy that Ralph is the mush.
Guess who predicted that?
You know what? This is Conspiracy Friday. We're just going to call it Conspiracy Friday, Chris. It is a conspiracy that Ralph Bailey is a mush. I don't believe it. Houston was destined to lose before Ralph even picked them.
If you look at the matchups, they kind of were.
I'm just saying, you can't put that on him.
Illinois played a hell of a game.
That's a conspiracy theory. It's Conspiracy Theory Friday, Chris. And Faith Friday at the same time. So did you have Houston going far?
I had Houston, I believe, in the final, if I'm not mistaken.
In the final, ooh, see, I had
lost. They lose in the final. But
I had them losing in the Final Four to Duke. See, I have Duke, and I didn't turn my bracket in, so I'm not even competing with you guys really. I have it sitting on my desk just for, when I do win, I can come in and say, look, it was
I already had no chance, apparently. When BYU went down, I believe Wisconsin, that took up a bunch of my points.
Wisconsin went down. They were a big early favorite out in the first round, no?
Yep.
Yeah, that took a lot of brackets down. I had BYU, I think, going to the Sweet 16, and then I have them losing, so that didn't hurt my bracket too much. But I think I'm all right. I don't even think my Final Four is intact. Who lost out? I should go grab it. Who lost out of the bottom right? What would that be?
Oh, that'd be Iowa State, I believe, is the one you're thinking.
One of them lost over there that I had going far. Tennessee?
What am I talking about?
Is it Tennessee maybe lost?
No. Tennessee and Iowa State go tonight.
One of them lost over there. That
Arizona won last night.
Vanderbilt, maybe somebody had lost over there that I was just like, wow, I had them going pretty far.
Oh, Vanderbilt did lose early. That's the one you're thinking of.
Maybe.
I thought you meant like last night. If I remember correctly, it was just Iowa and Nebraska, which Iowa won last second.
Yeah. Some good games. They start back up here in about, an hour and 45 minutes?
Roughly.
About 4 o'clock. You can listen to them on our sister station. KGEO 1230, 101.1 FM. That's where you can also hear the Early Bird Special hosted by our very own Chris Burdick right here and Sparky. They do it every morning, 7 to 9 a.m. You can also watch them on YouTube. Look them up, the Early Bird Special right there. What else is going on in sports? Opening day was yesterday. How did the Phillies do there, buddy?
We did pretty good.
Yeah, did they win?
5-3.
5-3? That's a good start.
Yeah.
How'd the Dodgers do?
Yeah, you guys won too.
Yeah, did they win?
8-2.
Okay. I didn't watch it.
See, you guys are playing the Diamondbacks. We're playing the Rangers.
What does that mean?
Not much, to be honest with you.
Are they
just letting me feel a little bit better about myself?
Are the Rangers a better team than the Diamondbacks?
No,
Is that what you're trying
not
to say?
at all. Not at all. They're younger, but I wouldn't say they're better.
Okay. And then what was the other thing I wanted to ask you about sports? Is Max Crosby still a Raider?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Although everybody now is starting to think
Oh,
that
boy.
the Cowboys might have a shot.
I heard that like the first week after that whole
It's not gonna
Ravens
happen.
trade deal
Look, man.
went through.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Mr. Davis might be entertaining ideas here,
Right.
but I believe everybody that's within that organization has the same idea, which is the football gods righted a wrong for you.
That's a conspiracy theory, Chris. There are no football gods.
No, there are football gods. And those football gods are very, very vengeful. So if you do not listen to the football gods, you will be feeling it and hearing it for years to come.
Years.
So if the Raiders are smart, they will listen to the football gods and keep Max Crosby.
They better keep Max Crosby. Remember that other defensive end we let go? What was his name? Oh, Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Khalil,
Yeah,
well,
remember
linebacker, but yeah,
Remember that guy? Yeah.
now he plays for your rival.
Yeah.
Would rather sign with them than re-sign with you.
It's crazy that we let some of the most talented people on our team just let them go. We're rebuilding. Since when? 2003? Gosh. Seriously, right?
Oh yeah, no,
That's
that's
the last
been since
time-
the Tuck rule, really.
Since we lost the Super Bowl.
Again, football gods. You angered the football gods. I don't know exactly what the Raider fandom did, but don't do it again.
Raiders. We're just it's just the Raiders, Chris. There's no explanation. It's like when something happens in this town and people ask me, "How do you explain this, JR?" And I go, "Bakersfield."
It's the only answer.
That's the only answer you can come up with. That's logic.
Just like the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are going to brown.
It's just destined to happen.
Yes.
Just-
How they constantly anger the football gods. Do not be the Cleveland Browns.
Do not be the Cleveland Browns. Do not be any of that. We'll get to a break here. And I believe our guests have arrived, Mr. Justin and Mrs. Madelyn Janssen. They are with the greatest stories ever told, a family Bible podcast, talking about the 10 Commandments right now. Go over that with them. We'll talk a little bit about Easter, how they celebrate. I want to read you guys something from Matthew here before we go out. Matthew 7:15. True and false prophets. Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. By their fruit you will recognize them. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Likewise, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Thus, by their fruit, you will recognize them. Take a quick break, get our guests in here. It is a Faith Friday on the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m.
I have to question why they just simply didn't terminate the relationship and walk away. Why did she have her two flunkies,
Is that messed up?
two assistant DAs,
So is that
purposely
messed
go
up?
out of their way and besmirch the reputation of a woman who, if it weren't for her impeccable reputation, might have a difficult time getting a job? A lot of people get fired. Who knows better than I? But I've never had a company talk smack about me after they terminate the relationship.
On News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
And we're back. Rob and Bob here. Once again, for California Fruit Depot. Rob seems to be laughing. This is a commercial. We only have 60 seconds. We need to sell citrus and dates, nuts, dried fruits. We need to tell people where we are as if they can't do it by Google. And if you don't know where we are by now,
You're not listening enough.
you're really not listening. Pay
Get in your
attention.
car, drive around, and
Here's
listen.
something that you're going to pay attention to. I would like to, and I hate to get political, I would like to merge Kern County with San Luis Obispo
That's a
County.
great idea.
We can do a lot with it.
What took you so long?
They can use resources. We can use their resources.
Oceanfront property for us.
Listen, Oil, ag, and beach. Moving on.
Yeah,
We need
they
a
did
tag
do
phrase
those
at the California Fruit Depot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The one we've been using is, it's just like Disney, but with only citrus.
I think it's too complicated, way too long.
And the cease and desist letters are stacking up high. Enough about this foolishness. Just visit California Fruit Depot. Come on out to Edison and say hi.
I mean, what a pro.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Gail?
When I retired, I just let all my taxes pile up. I had gotten many threatening letters. The one that said they were going to try and take my property was probably the scariest. When I found out that I owed close to $300,000, I was in total shock. It was a bad situation. I didn't know what to do.
Then Gail found tax relief advocates.
When TRA told me I was only going to owe $368, I just was in total disbelief.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Gail did and call TRA for a consultation.
I was so blessed with TRA.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-544-7357. 800-544-7357. That's 800-544-7357.
We've all been there. Sleepless nights, wondering if your business's security service is really protecting what matters. At Bay Alarm, we can put your security insecurities to bed. Our advanced technology and personalized support ensure you can rest easy knowing we're here for you. BayAlarm.com.
The Armstrong and Getty Show, weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
That's crazy. Oh, she's still not. What's wrong with her?
Perfect submission, and all is at rest.
I was in time to play your.
I know the author of
The law offices of Stone Staff and Mana. That is hilarious.
So this is my story.
I was dying when that came when I was done.
And this is my song, my song. I'm praising my risen King and Savior all the day long. Oh, I trust in God.
I trust in God. All right, that's all I'm trusting in. That's all I put my trust in. Every time I put my trust in man, they fail me every single time, and they will every single time. I was sitting there. It was this afternoon, as a matter of fact. I was dealing with a lot on my head this just over the last couple of days, and even this morning in a meeting and stuff like that, and came out of it and had a lot on my head that I didn't feel like I could talk to anybody about. And I'm like, I don't know if I have anybody to talk to right now. And then all of a sudden it hit me, JR, you fool. You can talk to God at any single moment. What do you mean you have nobody to talk to? Are you crazy? Because God is in your presence right now. He hears you. He sees you. He knows what you're thinking this very second. You have access to him. Speak to him. Don't ever feel like you're alone, that you can't talk to somebody, because you can always, always, always speak to God. And that's what I did. I took a walk down the street and I just was like, all right, I'm just going to just have a conversation with God then. And I might not I didn't get answers, so to speak, like, oh, JR, you need to do this, or you need to move in this way. The thing that I got the most from it was peace and joy. It brought me a peace and a comfort that I was struggling with in the morning. It brought me a joy knowing that, one, I can access God in that type of way at any given time. And it gave me a joy of just being in his presence. And that's the only way I can explain it. And that's the only way I guess I can bring in our next guest. It is a Faith Friday. We're waiting for Madelyn to show up. But the real star of the show, the one, we all know Maddie. She was on TV. She's got the name recognition. She was a part of our breakfast every morning for 10 years. La, 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 la. But the real star of the podcast is she listening, Justin, by the way?
No.
Do you think she's listening on the way in? Maybe
she knows. The running joke is for years and still is, which I don't mind it. It's always been, Maddie's Janssen's husband. And I would introduce myself that way too.
Is that way too?
Say,
yeah, but no, but I mean, I jokingly say you're the star of the show, but you're responsible for a lot of the production that goes on of the podcast. If you don't know what we're talking about, Justin and Maddie, they're on the show once a month for the last couple months now. They have a podcast. It is called The Greatest Stories Ever Told. It's a family podcast, Bible podcast that you can hear anywhere that podcasts are. Or I was listening on Apple Podcast today when I was driving around at lunch. And you're responsible, though, for a lot of the production that goes on, right?
Kind of the back end of it. So once it's all recorded, kind of those just rough files, okay, time to cut it together, make sure the sound effects flow in nice, doing the whimsy, stuff like that. Madelyn puts in all the brains.
And then she shows, and then Madelyn just shows up and has to read a script, basically. Oh, hi, Madelyn. Nice to see you here.
I'm used to it. That was my job for a lot of years.
All the brains behind it, which is funny though. You're talking about conversing with God, that running conversation. Yeah. I have it a lot. It's always like just this internal dialogue. And I was talking to my pastor because it's always like, well, I'm always saying stuff. How do I know when I'm hearing stuff from him? He's all, sometimes you just, internally hear the voice of God. And I said, wait. So, Pat, you don't know how many voices are going on in my head right now. How do I pick out which one?
How do I differentiate? How do I
tough.
figure out which one's mine, though, and which one is God?
There's a lot going on in there.
And the only way that I've been able to do that is the deeper in relationship that I get with him, right? The more that I'm in prayer, the more that I'm in the Word and Scripture, is the more that I feel like I can tune into what he's trying to tell me. And it's not always an audible, like, I am God, hear from me. It's not always the Moses coming down the mountain type of thing. And like I said, this morning, I was dealing with it and just going, I can't talk to anybody about this. I can't, there's really nobody I can confide in right now. Maybe one person, and I'm just running in my head. I don't have anybody to talk to. And as I'm taking just steps right out here, it just hits me. And it's like, what do you mean? Here I am. Like, you can talk to me. And I didn't get the audible. I didn't get the, I am God, JR. Here's what you should do to find this, and this. All it did was just go, and it took so much weight off of my shoulders just having a conversation with him.
So we say that a lot about prayer. It's like the idea that God already knows what's on your heart, what's on your mind. It's a submission to say, I'm letting you know that I'm relying on you. That's a lot of it. It's just, I'm relying on you for this. You already know what I need, but I need to let you know that I can't do it on my own. And a good thing with hearing it, my pastor told me, he's like, sometimes something you can't shake it. It's this little nudge you just can't shake. That could be the voice of God. That could be the nudging of the Spirit kind of guiding you. So that's helped out a lot.
Yeah. And like I said, it's the deeper in relationship you go, the more you're in tune to that, because I've experienced it. Look, we all, I fall on it where I've had seasons of where I'm I feel really, really close to God. And there's those seasons where I'm like, I'm not in my word as much, and I'm not praying as much, and I'm not doing these things that I know I should be doing. But that's when I hear less and less from God. Not that he's not still speaking to me, but I am distracted. There's so many other things in between what he's trying to tell me and me receiving that message. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, it's a great relationship.
If we put in the effort, right? That's the thing.
Well, that's what I always pray. Like, I'll pray over my daughter. I hope that she always seeks you, because God's always here.
Yeah.
He's always in our midst. He's always in our presence. He's always around us. He's always accessible at any second. Yes, he is chasing after us, but he is waiting for us to turn around to him and say, I can't anymore. I can't keep up this race by myself. Right. And it's just, and I experienced that today. Thanks for showing up, Maddie. Nice to see you. We got this. Don't worry about that. We're going to take a break.
Back up on the 58.
Is there another jumper out there? Did you guys see that?
No.
There was a jumper on the 99 yesterday. You know who talked him down? A pastor.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my God.
A pastor. Wow. Pastor from Valley Bible. He was up there for hours in the morning, and the pastor showed up, talked him down in 5 minutes. Right? I'm glad he came down too. I'm glad that pastor showed up. The presence of the Lord, he will move you. We got to get to a break. On the other side, we'll talk about more of the Lord. We'll talk about the 10 Commandments and some Easter with our favorite guest of all, the folks from The Greatest Stories Ever Told, Justin and Madelyn Janssen. Yes, Madelyn's in the building. We'll be right back. Right?
Foreign news. Signed Keith Peters in
Oh,
Washington.
yeah, boys.
President Trump has signed a promised executive action that will pay Transportation Security Administration employees after a deal that sought to do the same stalled in Congress.
Are they at home?
Trump signed the action Friday with an eye toward easing long security lines at many of the nation's top airports. An Iranian envoy says Tehran will facilitate and expedite humanitarian aid through the Strait of Hormuz, even as it endures strikes on its nuclear facility. Ali Bahraini, the Iranian ambassador to the United Nations,
Like, really?
Geneva,
That's the emergency?
said Friday that Tehran has accepted a request from the world body to allow the safe passage of humanitarian aid and agriculture shipments through the critical waterway.
I'm getting up, getting her ready.
On Wall Street, the Dow down by 793 points.
Addresses.
More
Like, I'm moving.
details
Do I
at
need to put that like in somewhere? And I'm like, I couldn't wait till I came in at 8:30. Like, how's
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Chris Davis. Todd Lee, coach with a 3-decade-long career and an overall winning record, will be the next head men's basketball coach for CSU Bakersfield. Lee was selected to help guide the team toward victories during a trying time for the program, which is having some publicity involving the arrest of a former assistant coach on sex charges. A 7-year-to-life sentence was handed Tony Rias of Bakersfield for an incident after he was involved in a wreck back on January 5th, 2021 at the intersection of Custer Avenue and South H Street. He followed a mother and daughter who saw the wreck and shot at them. Now he'll have time to contemplate that. Gas in California, it's still $5.83, says Gas Buddy. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN Newsroom with news every half hour and when it breaks on FM 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
So I snuck into KC Steakhouse last night, and to my surprise, it was the beginning of happy hour. That's right.
It's like
KC Steakhouse
8 o'clock
has
at night.
happy hour for the month of March. You don't want to miss it. Monday through Friday, 2 to 5 p.m. and then again 8 to 10 p.m. All kinds of specials going on. They got
you go all with just you go and you're all short sleeves and you're like, wait a second, it's cold out here.
Garlic parmesan on sourdough, mozzarella sticks, all for happy hour prices. Plus, you can't forget the house wine, the well drinks, all kinds of rotating daily drink specials. All at KC Steakhouse. I was hanging out with Liz last night. She's my favorite bartender. I love her so much. Get in there to see her. Get in for these happy hours. Not only that, head into the Speakeasy right next door Thursday through Saturday. Live music starts at 6:30. It is the Stockyard Speakeasy right next to KC Steakhouse.
Monday edition, Clay and Buck will break down the absolute latest going on in Iran. Are we moving closer towards a ceasefire and a resolution, or have things gotten more tumultuous during the course of the weekend? We will discuss. We'll also give you the absolute latest on TSA, the travel mess, all that and more. You won't want to miss it. Come hang with us on the Monday edition of Clay and Buck.
Live 9 to noon. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Armstrong and Getty Show. Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Today I've got so much to be thankful for.
So much to be thankful for. That's right. You can wake up and put yourself into the mood that you want to be for the day. You can wake up and be grateful and be thankful and start your day that way, and it'll probably be grateful and thankful for most of the day. That's not to say you're not going to have some rough patches during the day, but I think if you start your day that way, you're at least starting off on the right foot, because there is so much to be grateful and thankful for. Chris, when we come back though, can you give me Somebody's Praying for Me, I think is the song. Can't remember who sings it, but I heard it this week and I'm like, yeah, somebody's praying for me. That's for sure. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online at kernradio.com. It is a Faith Friday, so we're talking all things faith, and we have our favorite guest in studio. It's Justin and Madelyn Janssen. They are from Just Matt Productions and the greatest stories ever told, a family Bible podcast. You can find it wherever you guys listen to your podcast. I was telling Justin, I was listening on Apple Podcasts when I was driving around at lunch today. And my favorite part is always the beginning. Like always the beginning of your guys' part, because you have this, and I don't know, what do you call it? Like a monologue or something of just a montage, I guess.
Still whimsy. I just think what's going on in today's culture, today's time, and how would that apply thousands of years ago?
And so you did this kind of a play on a law firm, I guess, of advertisement where is it Stone, Staff, and Manna? Is that what the name of the law firm is?
Yes.
Stone, Staff, and Manna. How do you, what do you do? What do you do? How do you come up with this stuff?
I told you for the breaks, there's a lot of voices going on in my head. So one of them happens there. It's just kind of keeping your eye open. I'm watching commercials, something like that. It was about the 10 Commandments, the chiseling, the rewriting in stone,
Right.
since the other one's broke. So I just started my mind be funny. You could think of the lawyers back then, trying to get after that. Hey, have your commandments been violated?
Have your commandments been violated?
He's good. He's a creative guy. He's always got lots of ideas.
But
some of them stick.
But they're good hooks, right? And so that's what you need whenever you're starting off, like a podcast or something. You need something that's going to hook people in and get them drawn in, especially when you have kids involved, because it is the family podcast, right? And you do want the family to be listening together. And I think when you do those things, you're creating something not only for the kid to get, okay, like this is funny, what's going on here? This is kind of different. And then you're getting the parent too, who gets the joke maybe above than what the kid is getting the joke. So just great job on your guys' part.
But that it's also the idea of, especially for kids and adults, myself, sometimes some of the chapters of the Bible, they can be intimidating. And you feel like you need to be a Bible scholar to like approach it. And it's not that. At church, we have this thing, it's meant for every normal dork out there. So what you can do with this whimsy, it kind of just lowers the bar for everyone. Say, hey, let's get into a space where, we're just going to let the word speak to us. We don't have to be an expert on it. It's written for us, for all of us, not just for paid religious professionals that went to school and have degrees. It's for every single person. And that's what it is. It kind of, you enter a space of going like a little bit relaxed and say, okay, yeah, speak to me. Speak to me, Lord.
And let's try to have a little fun at least, right? While we're learning about the Bible and everything. I think that's important, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The term though, stone, staff, and manna, that comes from Exodus, because I think there was one part you even said, what was it? We will not exodus this courtroom. I'm sorry, Maddie. I know you like.
Oh no,
why
it's
does
good. I love watching the process too, because he'll write one. I'm like, that one's it's not there yet, and he'll throw a few more there, and he's like, finally, like we recorded it a couple times this weekend, and he was like, no, wait, I've got it. Finally,
we will split the Red Sea
these things out
until
it's
we
fun.
will not exodus
the
the courtroom.
Is just hearing my kids listen to it and laugh, and like that they want to listen to it,
right?
And so they want to listen to the Bible podcast, which I just love. I love that they want to listen to God's word.
It's inviting, like I said, it's inviting not only to the parents but to the kids, and they feel like, oh, okay, like this is more kind of, like you said, not so much lowering the bar, but on their level.
Yeah.
It breaks it down on their level for them to get a better understanding of maybe what we're talking about here. Because there is a lot going on when you're talking about, what do you mean the staff? What do you mean by the staff? What is the staff? What is the stone? What does that have to do with anything? And so trying to at least break those down and be able to explain to them on their level is really cool. What are the stone and the staff though, and the manna? Can you explain to those that might not know?
That's your job.
He always looks at you for theology.
What are you talking about?
Well, the stone was the original 10 Commandments were broken because Moses came down the mountain. They're partying. They're worshiping a golden calf idol. And of course, you're dropping your stone. And we talk about how it's not the best writing utensil or tablet. That's the stone. The staff, of course, just comes from the Exodus. Moses' staff raising it, parting the sea. And then the manna, of course, is the God provided. They're trapped in a desert. They don't have anything to eat. So he sent manna and quail every single morning for them to go out and collect. But it's a good thing it didn't happen to us in America, because you only collected what you could eat. And I could imagine the hoarding going on.
Oh my gosh. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. You would have got into fights of people trying to like collect more manna than they needed.
And I say that as myself. Before Madelyn stopped working, our Amazon deliveries happened all the time. So there was much more manna and quail than we needed in my household.
He just called you out, Maddie.
Oh no, it was actually him. He's calling
Oh no,
himself
I was
out.
the one. Yeah, I was the one doing
He's
it.
the spender. I am
No,
not
it
the
was
spender.
him. It wasn't even me. It was him. He was collecting all the manna and hoarding it for himself.
Yes.
But even Jesus tells us not, don't store up for things here on earth where thieves and robbers and moths can steal and destroy it. Right? We're supposed to be storing up for those things that are in heaven, for that, our eternal life, not for the things that are short term here on this life, right?
So tempting. We just live in such a consumeristic culture, right?
So consumer. It's hard not to, and even in a capitalistic society, right, where we're taught that no, make as much as you can, and it's no,
God's
like
kingdom is completely upside down, completely flip flop.
it is completely upside down. I think we've gotten very, very far from that concept of not taking more manna than you need for the day, because you know that God's going to go ahead and turn around tomorrow and give you more. And you don't need to take more than what you're going to need. I think I have a problem with that sometimes. Chris will tell you, we went to a lot of Raider games last year, and as a part of the media, they provide you a bunch of free snacks and stuff while you're watching the game. I come home with a backpack. You laugh, Maddie, but I'm being dead serious.
I believe it. I think there was something to do with like growing up, relatively poor.
Oh, I grew up
we just
dirt
want to
poor.
like hoard. We want to keep it all, and like free food. Free food. That's the thing that gets me.
Every time. I told Chris this yesterday. I said, "You know me, dude. You put any kind of free snack in front of me, I am gonna."
Oh, 100%.
Take a little bit of that. Take a little bit of that. You don't even like those. Don't worry about what I don't like.
No,
yeah. So I'm always doing that. And I didn't even think of that message like that in when you're referring to manna, you know what I mean? Don't take more than what you need. And there's always finding those little stories inside of those things, right? Because reading the Bible is tough.
The Old Testament, Leviticus, and Numbers, all those chapters. Ooh.
I mean, you guys are in Exodus right now, right? And that is tough sometimes, even for kids, right? How do you explain that God just wiped out half of everybody because somebody was hiding something?
Right.
How do you explain that to kids? Yeah. How do you break that down and for a kid to understand? Like, how do you guys even begin that process?
The thing I always go back to, especially in those really hard chapters, is it's okay if I don't fully understand, because God does. And there is no one more fit to judge, to uphold righteousness than God. So if I don't understand, it's okay, because he does, and he is completely righteous. He is completely loving. We may not understand his ways and we may not understand his actions, but that doesn't mean they're not righteous and loving, even if it doesn't make sense to us. And I also always come back to, like, our economy, what we value is not what God values.
Right.
Like, we value living as long as we can and holding on to as much as we can. And that's not what's valuable in God's kingdom.
Even now, it's some of it's not even so much possession stuff as it is attention. How many views can I get on social media, or how many likes can I get? How can I get people to watch my page or follow me or do these things? And God's like,
means nothing.
It means nothing unless you're pointing it back to me, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's the whole point. Even Jesus coming is to point us back to God, right? Ultimately. Let's talk about the 10 Commandments, because that's what you guys are in right now, explaining the 10 Commandments. He had to go up once, he came back down, the golden calf, smash the tablets, go back up, write them again. And then Jesus comes and he doesn't say, he says, I'm not here to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. And he's not so much taking away the 10 Commandments, but when somebody asks him, what are the greatest commandments? He breaks it down almost, right? To where it's just 2 now and not 10, or even how many were there?
Well, there's the 10 Commandments, and there were hundreds of laws,
and
right? But those had a lot to do with, like, the Israelite society and, like, how are you going to
getting to obey these 10 Commandments? Let's create 1,200 other laws to be able to obey these 10 laws.
And most of them happened after Moses received them as well. I think from the time Moses received those initial commandments and the 10 Commandments to the time Jesus was born, they had added on, like that was like every commandment for every single thing you could think of.
Yeah, I was in church 2 weeks ago, I think, and they were having a conversation. We were discussing the 10 Commandments, and it was almost like they explained it as building a fence around the 10 Commandments to protect the 10 Commandments. And here's how you can protect these 10 Commandments by doing all these other things. And the Pharisees and everybody else were and Jesus explains about how it was tying a weight around people's neck, that you were weighing people down by trying to them to meet these standards that they're never going to be able to meet ever, like never. And so what are the as far as the commandments, how do you go about telling kids here's 10 commandments, but they don't really mean anything anymore?
I mean, like you said, Jesus didn't come to abolish them at all. I'm in Galatians right now with my little small group study, and it's all about how we are free because of Jesus. Like we have that freedom. He doesn't want us to go back into bondage. The law was our guardian for a time before Jesus came. And it's not that we, those things are still great guideposts. Like they are like for us still, but we are free, and we follow like Jesus. We do like he did because we love him and because he loved us and he gave his life for us. Mm-hmm. It's not like it was before, like, step by step by step by step. Now we have the indwelling of the Holy Spirit to guide us. We do have the reference of the Bible and scripture to guide us as well. And I mean, that's how we check our inner, voice and our conscience. And when we hear God speak to us, we check it against scripture. Is this you, God? Does it line up with what you say in your word? But yeah, it's just all about how we are free in Christ, but that doesn't mean it would be completely rejecting the new identity he's given us. If we're like, cool, thanks, Jesus, I'm going to do whatever I want now. Good. No, he says, if you love me, do as I say, do as I do. Like we want to be like him. So
yeah. And it's not so much like, for me, at least when I started following God more, and one of my cousins just recently got baptized, and he was explaining to me just this change and things that he does now, and I try to explain, when we come to Jesus, we're not at that point. I don't feel like I'm trying to follow or impress him, like, oh, I have to follow all these rules now because I'm chasing after Jesus. No, it's the love that I experience with him that compels me to want to do good things and to want to be able to change some things, and maybe I don't listen to this music as much as I listen to that music anymore or something, but there's something inside of you, I think, that spiritually changes who you are and how you react to things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And he says, do everything you do, whatever you do, whatever you eat or drink or whatever day you honor, like do it all for the glory of God. And so I think about that with the music that I listen to, like whatever I'm doing, if I am doing it to the glory of God, then that is in his will.
Yeah, it is. How do you guys celebrate Easter? Tough question.
We generally are usually participating in our church services. Justin's teaching in kids this year, and we host the online streaming for our church service, usually in the 9 a.m. service. So we will be doing that. And then we'll be probably just resting at home the rest of the day. The kids, of course, will do Easter egg hunting.
That was going to be my question. Do we do the Easter eggs? Do we do the baskets?
Yes,
I do.
We do.
I do. I have a how do I explain my relationship with celebrating Easter and Christmas or whatever holidays they are, and trying to celebrate them the right way? Because even in the 10 Commandments, right, when he comes down and he's talking about, don't make deals with people that are outside, like the Canaanites, or don't make deals with people that are outside of the Jewish faith, and we shouldn't do those types of things because these people worship these other idols, and we will be tempted by that if we get into, so to speak, bed with these people. And for me, I wrestle with that when it comes to holidays, even though I still do it with my daughter, and I'm still like, okay, here's the Easter basket. Here we're gonna go, to my sister's house, and we're gonna hide eggs and do all those things.
It's like, but that doesn't.
But that doesn't. To me, I'm so conflicted inside. Like we probably shouldn't be doing this. This is not or at least I feel this isn't how I think God intended us to do this.
To celebrate Easter.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone has a different conviction too. Like I think the Holy Spirit will convict each of us for different reasons. And it could be for us, for the people we are witnessing to who are around us. I don't really feel deeply convicted not to do those things. Although my kids aren't,
I don't judge people
like
for
that.
doing that. And I don't
either.
pressure people for
Right.
choosing to do that. My daughter goes to a Christian school right down the street. And there's kids that she'll come home and be like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. They don't do Santa Claus at their house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, I wouldn't either if it wasn't for your mom. But I mean, I don't tell her that, but that's what I think in my head. Like, yeah, I would have off Santa Claus a long time ago. Like, he's no part of Christmas. This is about Jesus.
Yeah.
Not some guy in a red suit. Like, what are we doing?
I don't think we thought of it when we were young parents, we were not as connected to our faith by any means. And so it was like one of those things we introduced before we even like realized, like thought twice about it. Right. And our kids stopped believing super young.
Well, that's fortunate for you guys.
I know. And so it made that part easier.
With the Easter, they still really believe in Easter, but now they don't.
Right. They know it's not. Yeah. But they want the eggs. They want
those festivities are a minor part of it. Celebrating the Lent season. So right now they're understanding that giving up that sacrifice is also like a sacrifice that Jesus made right there. So that's leading up. The church each week is building up. So the idea of Easter and the Easter season has been building up. The eggs in there and the hiding of eggs in the basket is one tiny part of that day. It's something to have fun, but I think they understand that's not the actual reason for the day is for that basket.
Mm-hmm.
It's for everything else in there. So it's kind of where you put your emphasis on.
Yeah.
I just the chocolate cross. It's like, okay, really? Come on now. Like, are we really? I mean, I could go down a whole host of things I won't drag you guys into, but that's just, sometimes I deal with those things like, man, should I be? And I've had people explain to me, well, the egg JR represents a new beginning, a new hatching, and we can symbolize that as this. And I'm just like,
I feel like you're working really hard for it, but okay.
Yeah, I'm looking, I think copyright, that could be a stone staff and manna case right now. I'll get them.
So I don't know. I just get conflicted sometimes, but I still do it. I still hide the eggs for my daughter. I still give her the basket. I still do all those things.
But you're doing the right things as well. She knows.
Yeah. Oh, she knows. Like I said, she goes to a Christian school. We're at church every Sunday. She's begging to get baptized right now. So she knows all the reasons for why we do these things, which is, like you said, the real important part is teaching those things. Thank you guys so much for always willing to come in. I appreciate it so much.
Sorry I was late.
No, you're fine. Don't even worry about it, girl. You guys go and check it out. It is the greatest stories ever told, a family Bible podcast by Just Mad Productions. That's Justin and Madelyn Janssen. Go and check them out. They'll be back in about a month or so. We'll have plenty of things. And it comes out, every Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Every Wednesday.
We're about to wrap up Exodus, too. So
they're about to exit out of Exodus.
Good one.
So you don't have to use
you and Justin can get together and workshop some
But no, they come out every Wednesday. You guys can go follow them. Like I said, wherever podcasts are, plus on YouTube, right? You guys got a YouTube channel and all over social media. Just look them up on Instagram. It's the greatest stories ever told.
Just Mad Family Productions.
Just Mad Family.
Yep.
Yeah, that's us.
Just Mad. Get it? Justin. Mad. Justin.
Get it. Took me a bit too.
Yeah. I'm guessing Justin came up with that one.
He did.
Thank you guys so much again for stopping by. I appreciate it so much, and have a happy Easter.
You too. He is risen.
Yeah. Oh, and we didn't even get to talk about it. Next time we'll talk about you guys' mission trip.
Yeah, we will.
You guys got a mission trip coming up next week.
Down to Primotopia with our church. So.
I'll be praying for you guys.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Got to get to a break. On the other side, we'll look at the text board, see what you guys are saying. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
On the Monday Armstrong and Getty Show, of course, we'll keep up with the news of the day, but pocketbook issues, including red and blue states going in opposite directions tax-wise, and how much does it take to be rich? It's very, very different depending which state you live in.
Of course, we'll check in with the war against Iran and see how that is going and what people's attitudes are toward it, and a lot more on the next Armstrong and Getty Show.
Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Are you looking for a one-of-a-kind way to honor your team or commemorate a special event? Look no further than Martinez Challenge Coins and More, the premier challenge coins and specialty metals company in Bakersfield. With years of experience and a commitment to quality, Martinez creates custom challenge coins that are truly exceptional. Whether you need coins for your military unit, law enforcement agency, or corporate team, they have you covered. Their expert team will work closely with you to design a coin that reflects your unique vision. From intricate artwork to personalized details, Martinez ensures that every coin is a true work of art.
Hi, I'm Ray Martinez, owner and founder of the company. So don't settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary.
Contact Martinez Challenge Coins and More today and let them bring your vision to life. Visit their website at martinez-martinezllc.com or call 661-304-9589. Martinez Challenge Coins and More, where excellence meets craftsmanship.
If you don't care about saving 50% off your wireless bill for the same 5G coverage the big guys are charging a fortune for, maybe you care about keeping jobs in America. Pure Talk does. They've pledged to run their entire operation from this country, including all their customer service. Or maybe you care about our nation's veterans. Pure Talk does. They've donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to America's Warrior Partnership, a fantastic organization working hard to prevent veteran suicide. Or maybe you care about closing America's skills gap. Pure Talk does. They're a proud supporter of MicroWorks. They're helping my foundation train the next generation of skilled workers. Don't get me wrong. Saving money's great, and you'll save plenty with Pure Talk. But if you want to be in business with people who share your values, dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Are you looking for a hospital that truly cares for your health and well-being? At Good Samaritan Hospital, they provide high-quality medical detox, psychiatric services, and medical and surgical care. They accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal, Medicare, and Kern Family. They offer Kern County's longest-standing inpatient detox program with dual diagnosis that combines medical care and withdrawal management all under one roof. Learn more at GoodSamaritanHospital.com or call 661-215-7500. Good Samaritan Hospital. They care for their community.
The Armstrong and Getty Show, weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Praying for me. Somebody's praying for me. Come on. Help me, Lord. Somebody's praying. Y'all better pray for me. That's all I'll say. Just pray for your boy one time if you got some time. If you're the praying type, pray for your boy this weekend. That's all I'm going to say.
661-842-5376-842-KERN. Want to thank Just Matt Productions, Justin and Madelyn Janssen, for stopping by. I always enjoy having them in, and it couldn't have been more timely with the week. Oh, my goodness. I just needed a little bit of faith today, and boy, did they ever bring that. Do we have anything on the board, sir, before we get out of here for the weekend?
I got two here.
What do you got?
I said, I told you, JR, I had Houston winning the championship, and on the 18th hole at BCC, you told me Ralph had Houston, and I knew I was done.
He did.
I do. I was remembering that.
He did tell me that. I can't remember who it was, but I remember them saying.
I remember what he looks like, but I can't remember.
He turned and said, JR, are you serious? Did Ralph really take Houston? I was like, yeah. He's like, darn it. And he ripped his ticket up, threw it away. I said, come on. He's not that serious. And sure enough, the mush strikes again. What else you got on the board?
The only other one says, JR, 99.9% of all wars are started over religion or different ideas. Do whatever makes you happy as long as you're not hurting anybody else. To be fair, that's my motto too. I grew up Catholic. OLPH and Garces.
I'm going to sit on that one, and I'll come back to you. Because you can't do what makes you happy. That means you're giving in to the flesh. And the heart will deceive you every single time. Our show. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180 KERN Green Acres. This is 96.1 FM Bakersfield. Online at KERNradio.com.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Russia's top diplomats in High providing intelligence to Iran. Correspondent Charles de Ledesma has the details.
In an interview on France television on Thursday night, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says Russia and Iran have a military technical agreement, and Moscow has supplied Iran with certain types of military products,